Welcome back. This is not a build update. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing a series of build updates on this plane. I actually built this aircraft over the last year and a half. It's a Kitfox Model 7 STI. I usually do build updates to show my progress as well as some of the things that I've run into in the past. Today we're doing something a little bit different. For those of you involved in aviation, you've probably heard of the term $100 hamburger. $100 hamburger is when you fly somewhere to go get a hamburger. In most scenarios, it ends up costing about $100 because of the fuel and flight time, plus additional maintenance costs that's incurred with flying to the location and eating the hamburger. So $100 hamburger is a well-known term. Today, we're changing it up, we're up in the ante, and we're bringing you the $1,000 taco. Because in today's economy, you can barely get to an airport for $100, let alone buy a hamburger and come back. So in $1,000 taco, we're gonna scour the globe as accessible by aircraft to find the world's greatest, well, not the world's greatest taco, but the world's greatest taco that you can get flying to an airport and going to buy them. So we're gonna keep note of how far we go and how hard it is to get to these locations, as well as how delicious the tacos are in the long run. Because we're starting it off, this is the first episode, we're gonna keep it really close to home. Today we're going to Taqueria La Pasadita, which is actually on my way to the airport. We're based in Bartow here. So if you were gonna fly here on your own, it would be easy to just fly into Bartow and then travel to Taqueria La Pasadita. But in the spirit of $1,000 taco, we actually have to fly somewhere. So we're gonna go out on a flight to go find some rumored zebras that are over out on Lake Kissimmee on Brahma Island. We'll put a video of the history of Brahma Island. It's actually a pretty cool spot in Lake Kissimmee. It used to be a game preserve, so they have some animals out there, and I believe they still do fundraisers and things like that. So we'll go out on a hunt for zebras and see if we can find something neat along the way. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll zip around and come back and go get some tacos after that. Tower 7 Kilo Fox in sequence, under left.
7 Kilo Fox, Roger, Tower, Roger.
All right.
This is Brahma Island. It's a private island in Lake Kissimmee. They keep a bunch of wild game out here. I'm pretty sure they still hunt it, but I'm not 100% positive. On this side is usually, there's your zebras right there. The corner of the field there.
Are they really zebras?
Yeah, look, those are zebras. You see the stripes?
How was Brahma?
Brahma was awesome. We saw some zebras, some alligators, some airboat people. All right, we're gonna put this thing away and then go eat some tacos. These are the worst doors known to mankind. Taqueria La Pasadita, which is a whopping 6 minutes away en route. So this is honestly a good place to go if you do come to Bartow Airport. Yo quiero 3 tacos, por favor. Uno asada, una barbacoa y una al pastor.
¿Estos los quiere con todo cebolla y cilantro?
Sí.
¿Sí?
You excited for the tacos?
I'm always excited for tacos. When am I not excited for tacos? Authenticity of a taco is almost directly correlated to the size of the taco. This is just traditional street taco, which means that it's tiny, and you can see there's 2 tortillas in there, which reminds me of being in San Diego, which is the real deal. So I believe that's al pastor, this is barbacoa, and this is asada. Al pastor it's a type of rotisserie chicken. Barbacoa is, I believe it's pork, or it's shredded beef or shredded pork with like a sauce, and then asada is just steak. A variety of flank steaks that they cook with a special asada seasoning that's really delicious. And then traditionally it's just onion and cilantro with a lime and a cucumber. I believe these are corn tortillas, which are actually hard to find. These are really good ones. You can probably get them across the street though. This is so annoying. I just want to enjoy my meal. I'm buried with Ben's mega camera. Can I eat them?
Yes.
I'm allowed to?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your permission. Well, first I need salsa. All right. And that is really good salsa. This is an al pastor taco, and it is a delicious al pastor taco. I could probably eat like 7 of these. This one's barbacoa, which I'm a big fan of this salsa. I don't know what this is called, but it's good. Al pastor is definitely the best. A lot more flavor. But the barbacoa, it's not a bad choice. Definitely not a bad choice. I'm honestly not a huge fan of barbacoa in general, so I'm biased, but I still enjoyed it. This one's asada. Asada. Okay. They're pretty much equally as good. Equally as good. I would say pastor is the best. Asada is second best, and barbacoa is third best of the 3.
What about the verde?
Nah. I discovered this sauce. It's really good sauce, so why change up a good thing? I don't need to try the verde sauce. Verde sauce is never as good as red sauce. And I can tell this one's definitely not gonna be as good as the red sauce, so maybe next time. But for now, that was delicious. Okay, so since this is our first episode, we're gonna have to explain the scoring system that we're gonna use for these tacos. The first thing that obviously you wanna score a taco on is the tastiness. So we'll have a tastiness score from 1 to 5. And then the next one would be the service, which is obviously pretty simple, 1 to 5. The score that's very plane specific that I would call is the closeness to airport score, which would be a score that we're gonna scale from 1 to 5. So 5 would be the tacos you can get either at the airport or you have to like walk to the airport. 4 would be that it's like a hike, but you can actually still walk to the taco shop from the airport. And then 3 would be they have a crew car available, and you can take a crew car to go get the tacos from the airport, and it's like pretty close. 2 would be there's a crew car available, but it's a really long drive, or you have to take an Uber to get there, but there still are Ubers available, and it would be like a long trek. 1 would be if there's no crew car available and there's no Uber or Lyft around, and you kind of have to call like Bubba the taxi cab to get somewhere out in the boonies to go get this place. So that's kind of the rundown. 5 being like it's right there, easy to get to. 1 would be it's like, you know, a pretty serious effort to get to this place from the airport. So that would be our closeness to airport score, and then the last rating would be a yes or no, was it worth the effort to go get the tacos? So with this first episode, obviously we didn't really go that far. It's just down the street from the airport. So I'll talk about Tacos de la Pasadita. I guess it's Taqueria de la Pasadita. It was really good. So tastiness, for sure, a 5 out of 5. Delicious salsa, some of my favorite types of salsas, very spicy. The actual like tortillas themselves, that's something that is totally underrated about a taco. I mean, some people are used to just going to the grocery store and getting like a straight up corn or flour tortilla, but having like legit tortillas makes a big difference. This place had legit tortillas. I mean, they were real street tacos, little guys. You know, in terms of tastiness, like all around, good street tacos, like very simple, lean. Like a taco doesn't need to be complicated. There doesn't need to be all sorts of crap all over it. It could just be like no cheese, no nothing. It's just meat, cilantro, and onions. And that to me is like the perfect setup. And having a good tortilla is also really important. Good seasoning. So it hit all those marks for me. So I'd say that it was definitely a tasty taco. Customer service was great. The owner was very, easy to work with. Definitely would be, I mean, it's not impossible to order tacos if you don't speak Spanish, but they didn't speak English very well, which is not a huge problem. You can just kind of point on the menu and say what you want. But it was a traditional suite of tacos, so easy to order. I would say the customer service was a 5 out of 5. And then the last point would be the closeness to airport score. So we're doing these first few pretty close to the airport. And this one, it is, because I have a car here, it's really easy to get to. So it's like a 6-minute drive, or 7-minute drive to leave the airport and get to Tacos de la Pasadita. And it's definitely, if you were based at Bartow, or you have somebody who lives in Bartow or in Winter Haven and they can pick you up, then I'd 100% say go get these tacos. But if you were flying in from somewhere pretty far away and you had to like go and rent a car or call up some taxi service, they don't have a crew car here, I would say it's not really worth the effort unless you were like already going to be here and you were going to be like maybe going to Legoland or something like that and you had a rental car. I would say if it wasn't like an extra effort for you to like get transit there, then totally worth it. But if you just were trying to like show up, fly somewhere and get some tacos, wouldn't do it. Nonetheless, if you are from the area, delicious tacos, would definitely go get them. So also super cheap. I think we spent $7 on 7 tacos, so it's about $1 a taco. And definitely not a $1,000 taco because the tacos themselves are so cheap, but I really enjoyed it. So would 100% go again, but definitely wouldn't recommend flying there. That's it. That's our first episode of $1,000 Taco. I know we didn't really fly anywhere, but we did go see some cool zebras and some of my favorite spots over east of the area here in Central Florida. So fun day. I'm glad that we had a chance to do this, and I'll see you on the next one.